The baby's coming. Finally, the baby's here. Such a pitiful child. Wait, wasn't I just dreaming? Did that lab explosion ... transmigrate me? And as if time traveling wasn't enough, I just gave birth to a human? This is Shenfei, a child prodigy from the year 2888, at just 20 years old. She was already a chemistry PhD in her research facility. She developed many high-tech potions that could not only extend human life and enhance physical abilities, but also enable regeneration. A lab explosion is what caused her to According to the original owner's memories, her name was Sun Mengsh. Only 14, she was never favored by the Sun family. After getting pregnant out of wedlock, she was kicked out of the house. Her fiancé immediately broke off the engagement. Originally, her family was exiled to the northern lands. Half a month ago, the new emperor ascended the throne and issued a general amnesty, allowing exiles like them to return to the capital. Moreover, the new emperor is reviewing the Sun family's case, and they might even regain their noble title. Right now, they're in a ruined temple on the way to the capital. The rest of the Sun family is in the main hall next door. But no one came to check on her during childbirth. Only an old woman took pity and came to help with the delivery. What's wrong? What's wrong? Is this little guy hungry? If only I had the nutritional supplements I developed right now. Whoa, my lab actually came with me. Shenfei tried to use her mind to retrieve potions from the space. I need 2 nutritional supplements. Shenfei then drank one and gave one to the baby. They instantly felt much better. The little cub stopped fussing. Sun, family girl, you're awake. Shenfei remembered this person. She was the midwife who just delivered the baby. If it weren't for you, I might not have survived. Don't be so formal, child. Back in the northern lands, I delivered plenty of babies for wealthy families. Here, drink this hot soup. Shenfei was very grateful to Granny Ma. Of the 3 families in the temple, the Sun family was her own, but they ignored her. The Lin family was her ex-fiancé's family. They probably wished she would just drop dead. Only the unrelated Wang family offered a helping hand. You have no idea, girl. I was afraid you wouldn't make it. It felt like you had no strength left. You weren't even moving. But then you suddenly woke up, full of energy. And just like that, the baby came right out. Shenfei smiled, feeling a pang of sadness for Sun Meng. Granny Ma, is that wretched girl dead yet? Woman of the Sun family, no matter what, she's still your daughter. How can you be so heartless? You won't even glance at her. She had a difficult birth and almost died. That little disgrace. We already kicked her out of the family. The Sun family has 3 branches. The first and second are headed by the sons of the old madam's main wife. But the original owner's father, Sun Heng, was born of a concubine. During the exile, Sun Heng's family was relatively lucky. None of their children died. Sun Jianping and Sun Menkatia both survived until now. During their 10 years in the north, they even had a younger son named Sun Zhangsheng. Husband, whose child do you think that girl is carrying? We were on the northern border, where Hu barbarians often raid. It's probably the bastard of a barbarian. That little disgrace. Had to cause trouble at a time like this, tarnishing our family's reputation. If we hadn't received news of the imperial amnesty and had to live in the north forever, it would be one thing. We could have just let her fend for herself. But things are different now. We need to keep her alive for now. Things will be fine once we're back in the capital. The rain poured harder, and more people came to the temple for shelter, because she had just given birth. The air was thick with the smell of blood. Shenfei sat in a corner of the temple, holding her baby. Pingyan, come and tidy up this area. Yes, Aunt Fang. Then, she helped a sickly young master walk in. It was the 3rd young master of the Duke's mansion. My lord, you'll have to bear with this for now to shelter from the rain. You cannot get any more drenched. All right, help me over there. Shenfei's spot was the only dry place in the entire temple. Watching this man approach step by step, why do I feel a sense of familiarity? But I don't recognize him from the original's memories. Tam Skilling looked at Shenfei beside him. Her clothes were ragged, and she was holding a newborn baby, also wrapped in rags. Even a beggar looked wealthier than her. Those eyes ... Have I seen them before? Miss, these are my clothes. If you don't mind, please take them. And this is a small blanket. You can use it for your child. Thank you so much. Ma'am, take these cloths as well. You can use them as diapers for the baby. Change them frequently to prevent rashes. A baby's skin is very delicate. Shenfei nodded repeatedly like a pecking chicken. Tang Jilling found this rather amusing. It was his first time seeing a newborn baby. Luckily, the little cub doesn't cry much. And after drinking the nutritional supplement, my body can hold up for now. This solves my immediate problem. At least the little cub won't be cold. My lord, be careful with Zhang Wudong. Come protect the master. Not good space. I need a vial of acid. Ha ha ha, hold my baby. My lord, your subordinate was late. Please punish me. Tang Xiling paid no attention to his subordinate's apology. He just stared intently at Shenfei, realizing this woman was far from simple. Her actions were swift and decisive. Humph, trying to mess with me. Anyone who comes closer gets a face full of this. No need for thanks. Let's just call it even. Thank you for your help this time. My goodness, that was a close call. Luckily, this woman was so cool, but I can't believe that potion was so potent. Ping An, let's prepare to leave. We're returning to the capital immediately. 15 minutes later, Tang Zhi left in his carriage with the captured assassins. Some people in the temple fled in panic, while those who stayed kept their distance from Shenfei. Not daring to approach, Shenfei didn't notice the strange looks from others. She knew the Sun family would surely continue their journey today. She was gathering her belongings. The original owner had very little. The only valuable item was the jade pendant around her neck. It was a precious item. After dawn, Shenfei went outside the temple, wanting to see if she could physically enter her space. System. I want to enter the space. From the looks of it. Besides myself, it seems no other living thing can enter this lab. Shenfei's laboratory was huge, filled with large experimental equipment and living supplies. Just then, Shenfei heard footsteps outside the space and quickly exited the lab. Shortly after, Shenfei returned to the temple and ran into the original owner's mother, Chen. You little wretch. Where have you been? I couldn't find you anywhere. Weren't you on death's door last night, unable to get up? How are you able to walk today? Humph, I knew this girl was faking it. Shenfei looked at Chen, she carefully studying her features. The original's mother doesn't even look like her. And it seems she has disliked the original owner since childhood. She's so good to the brother and younger brother, but only ever hits or scolds the original owner. Humph, what are you looking at? Based on a woman's intuition, there is a 1000% chance something is wrong with this Chen Shi. Shenfei walked over to Chen Shi, and without a trace, she plucked a strand of hair from her head. Mother, are you worried about me? Shenfei's sudden closeness startled Chen Shi. You little wretch. Why are you so close to me? Let me tell you. We're about to leave. Don't expect us to wait for you. Humph. Shunger, let's go. Sister, here are 2 candies for you. Thank you. Watching the 2 of them leave, Shenfei eagerly took Chen Shi's hair and placed it in the space's DNA testing machine. Now, let's wait for the results. Grandma, you have poop all over your face. Shout, are the DNA results for me and Chen Shi ready? I'm here. After DNA comparison, you and Chen Shi have no blood relationship. I knew it. If Sun Heng and his wife truly cared for the original owner, she wouldn't have been treated like a servant for 10 years in the north. Bringing her back to the capital now, they must have some ulterior motive. Since the original owner isn't part of the Sun family, I have to find a way to get away from them. From now on, it'll just be me and my cub. Exiting the space, Shenfei saw the 3 families outside the temple had already gathered together. My body isn't fit for travel right now. You all can go ahead. I'll stay behind. Why does this girl seem so different from before? I advise you to obediently come with us. Your household registration and travel permit are in our hands. If you don't come with us, you'll be a runaway slave. How did I forget about that? This is ancient times. Unmarried women can't have their own household registry, and in the original owner's memory, there's no information about the baby's biological father. So finding the baby's daddy is pretty much impossible. And what about the cub's household registration? In this era, without an official identity, you can't be allocated land. And in the future, he won't be able to take the imperial exams. Shenfei glanced at the cub in her arms. She decided to follow the Sun family to the capital for now and find a chance to register her own household later. The Sun family only had 2 mule carts. One was for luggage, and the other was for the elderly and children. Adults like Sun Hang had to walk alongside. Shenfei ignored everyone else and sat right down on the cart. Sun Mengsha, you little wretch. Who said you could sit on the cart? The speaker was the daughter of the first branch, Sun Mengsha. This cousin of the original owner originally had a crush on Lin Yuhuan back then in the north. When she heard the Lin family wanted to marry a son, she thought it was her. She never expected the Lin family to choose the original owner. Because of this, she held a grudge against her. Mengsha, you will soon be the legitimate daughter of a marquise's household. You should watch your words. Humph Chen, she, aren't you going to control her? Sun Mengxia, how dare you sit in the cart? You've gotten bold. Get down now. That cart is not for you to sit in. Mother, are you sure I am? Sun Mengxia. After Shenfei said this, the cart instantly fell silent. The children didn't understand why, but all the adults were speechless. Old Madam Sun's face turned ashen, glaring fiercely at the couple from the third branch. Could it be that this girl knows something? Mengsa, it's because of your own shameless behavior. Otherwise, why would the family abandon you? Yes, your second sister is right. Shenfei glanced at the two of them, her tone light. Is that really so? Tell me, if the emperor found out that the Sun family swapped a child during the exile, would this crime of deceiving the monarch still be pardoned? The noble title you hope to restore. It might just fly away with a swoosh. Chen, she's heart skipped a beat. Old Madam Sun's eyes looked like they could shoot fire. Shut your mouth. What nonsense are you spouting? Mengsha, you're just too emotional. How can you make such wild accusations? This is a crime punishable by death. You can't say such things. All right. Listen to your first aunt. If you want to sit here, then just sit. The group set off in a grand procession. Next to Shenfei sat a few little ones. Besides Sun Zhangxiang, there was the first branch's 6-year-old son, Zhanzi, and the second branch's 5-year-old son, Zhancheng. All of them were born after the exile to the north. Shenfei was unaware that her fake grandmother had already decided to kill her. She originally thought the girl's body was too weak to survive the ordeal of childbirth. She never expected her to be so resilient. If she's allowed to return to the capital with them, what will become of the Chang'an Marquise Mansion's reputation? Back when their assets were seized and they were exiled, the third son and his wife, behind everyone's back, swapped their own daughter with their wet nurse's child. By the time everyone found out, they were already on the road to exile in the north. Helpless, I had no choice but to make everyone keep it a secret. All the adults in the Sun family knew that Sun Mensha was not a Sun family child. Only the children born in the north were unaware. Hee. At this moment, the cub in Shenfei's arms seemed to be brewing up something big. Grandma, you have poop all over your face. Wrong take. Let's do it again. This girl must not be allowed to live. Second son, go to the front and call your older brother over. It's the same poison. Anyone else would eat one bite and be sent to the afterlife. But Shenfei could eat a whole bowl of it and be perfectly fine. That's because she had taken a high-tech potion, making her immune to all poisons. Thanks to the cub's poopa, Shenfei was now assigned to the luggage cart. The original owner's eldest uncle, Sun Bin, looked back at the soundly sleeping Shenfei, his eyes filled with murderous intent. It wasn't just because she made a fool of old Madam Sun, but also because of her threat. If she returns to the capital safely, our Sun family will be under constant threat. Although it was the third branch's stupid mistake. Deceiving the emperor is a major crime. We can't afford any mistakes on our way back to the capital. That evening, everyone arrived at an inn. To Shenfei's surprise, she was given a private room. The usually stingy old Madam Sun is suddenly being so generous. Grandmother, even son Mengsha, gets her own room. But so many of us have to squeeze together. It's not fair. Be quiet. Just do as I've instructed. The members of the Wang and Lin families, who were traveling with them, found it strange. But they didn't say anything. After all, this was the Sun family's private matter. Today is just the first step of the plan. At the very least, we have to put on a good show first. That old lady didn't look like a good person earlier. Why the sudden change in attitude? Who's knocking? Ma'am, I'm here to deliver your meal. The old madam in the next room said, you would be dining alone in your room. Please, enjoy your meal. Waiter, could I have a basin of clean water? One moment, I'll bring it right over. Wow, it looks like old Madam Sun is really sparing no expense. This time, but poison is useless against me. The cub and I have both had the nutritional supplements from my space. We've long been immune to all poisons. Shenfei sat at the table and began to wolf down her food. She quickly polished off all the dishes on the table. A short while later, the waiter knocked and entered again, deliberately glancing at the empty dishes on the table. This waiter's acting is just awful. After eating, Shenfei went straight to the bathroom in her space and took a hot shower. Shenfei went to Fang Nuo and Lu Enhoi's labs, looking at the empty laboratories. She couldn't help but feel a bit sad. Sigh. I wonder if my senior brother and sister were affected by me. After all, their labs were right next to mine. The research facility is huge. The warehouse on the first floor is stocked with lots of poultry, animal feed, and veterinary medicine, all researched by my senior brother, Fang Nu. And on the other side, there's a stock of Inhui, senior sister's newly developed fertilizers and plant seeds. This is great. I'm going to be a rich woman. Overjoyed, Shenfei exited the space. Eldest, go and see if that girl is dead yet, all right? I'll go check. Haha. Hey, uncle. Good morning. What? Help, help. Ha 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 ha, you came. Who's just trying to show off? Little River. Eldest, what's going on? Didn't they say 1 drop of this 100 flowers soft tendon powder is enough to knock someone out? How did that girl eat several pounds of it and is still fine? Sun Bin was also at a loss. He couldn't just kill Shenfei in front of the Wang and Lin families. Mother, that girl is a bit strange. Even that nursing infant is completely fine. But I think that girl has eaten so much poison that she's become a bit... She used to be a very diligent girl, always working hard. But now she doesn't seem to know how to do anything. All she does all day is eat and sleep. And even that baby seems a bit dull, apart from crying a little at birth. It hasn't cried since... Are you serious? Well, if she's become an idiot, that's actually a good thing. She won't be able to run her mouth anymore. Forget about that girl for now. Let's just get to the capital first. We can't afford any more complications. Mother, are we really back in China? Yes. After 10 long years, we're finally back. The speaker was the wife of the second son, Sun Su, who was also old Madam Sun's niece. Mother, can we go back to our maternal home? I wonder if my father has come to pick us up. Soon, the Sun family passed through the inspection and arrived at the Chang'an County government office. the Wang son, and Lin families were all registered together. At this time, both the Wang and Lin families had relatives waiting for them at the entrance. But old Madam Sun and the younger woman looked around for a long time, only to find that their own family was nowhere to be seen. They didn't know if their maternal family hadn't received the news, or if they were deliberately avoiding the Sun family. Shenfei looked at the household register in Sun Bin's hand and had a bold idea. "Uncle, my child doesn't have a household registration yet. Can he be registered under the Sun family?" "No, he cannot be registered under the Sun family name. This is the capital Chang'an. How can our Sun family have the scandal of a child born out of wedlock?" "Uncle, in that case, how about we just say I'm a married woman whose husband died in the northern lands. And while you're updating the registration, you can just separate me out into my own household. How about that?" Is this girl's idiocy intermittent? She seems perfectly sharp right now. But if we separate this girl's household, a young, somewhat attractive woman, penniless, in a city like she'll probably disappear within 3 days. And it wouldn't be traced back to our Sun family. No. Your household registration cannot be separated yet. If we change your status to a married-out daughter now, then when my real daughter is swapped back, wouldn't she have the status of a widow? That's right, we can't separate it. Big brother, just keep the household registration the same. No changes. Stop arguing, both of you. Let's see what the government office says first. Don't be hasty. For now, we can only wait and see. If we anger mother and big brother, none of us will have an easy time. A short while later, the registrar of Chang'an County came out. Everyone, apologies for the wait. The registrar of Chang'an County was named Wang Quan. He was a very smooth operator. Old Madam Sun, I will change your household registration right away. Registrar Wang, did His Majesty have any other arrangements for our Sun family? His Majesty, in His grace, has returned the Sun family's residence on Changqing Lane. Hearing this, Sun Bin was greatly disappointed. The residence on Changqing Lane was just a small, 3-courtyard house. Not only would their assets not be returned, but their noble title was also gone. The vast marquee mansion that was once granted to them had been confiscated. The entire Sun family was in shock. "Officer Wang, I am a married woman, but my household is still registered with my family. Can it be separated? Why wasn't your household separated in the north? What happened? My child's father and his entire family were killed by barbarians. My child hadn't been born yet at the time, and the first was in exile, so changing the registration was difficult. In that case, your household has no male head? A single woman cannot establish her own household. Officer, look, my son is a boy. Registrar Wang looked at the young Shenfei, holding a newborn baby, and felt a wave of compassion. "You, come with me. I'll arrange a place for you to register your household." "Oh yes, yes. Thank you, officer." Shenfei immediately trotted after him happily. Don't worry about that girl. The urgent matter now is to find out about the situation in the capital. And the matter of our noble title? See if there's any room for negotiation. That's right. Even if we get rid of that foolish niece, I'm not a persimmon, so what's the use? Soon, Shenfei emerged with her new household registration, beaming with joy. "Uncle Wang, thank you so much. You are the great benefactor of my son and me. From now on, you're my dear uncle. Well, you're quite the smooth talker. All right, I'll accept you as my great niece." After that, Shenfei left alone with her own household registration, watching Shenfei's departing figure. No one stopped her. From this day forward, there is no more Sun Mangsha in this world. There is only me, Shenfei.
Enjoyed the laugh? Then hit that subscribe button now. Chino Tunes, where Chinese cartoon parodies get wild and hilarious.